All right, everybody, happy Sunday. It is a pretty dreary Sunday, so I'm here going to go through our new Wine by the Glass for us today. It's been live for almost a week, so I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it or heard about it at least, but just want to give you some more details. So, Flaneur Pinot Noir, Willamette Valley, 2015 Cuvée Constantine Pinot Noir. This is from Oregon, and that's where we'll start. There's Oregon. All right, so you can see that most of the wine growing areas, or AVAs as they are called, American Viticultural Area, are on the western side of the state, kind of in between the Coastal Range and the Cascade Mountain Ranges. The Coastal Range is a lower lying, more kind of spread out type of peaks mountain range, and the Cascades, that's much more serious. That's blocking a lot of weather coming off of the Pacific Ocean. But the Coastal Range does let a bit of cool air and rain get into the Willamette Valley, making it a little bit of a cooler climate compared to some other wine regions on the west coast of the United States. And so that's why you see a lot of Pinot Noir and a lot of lighter bodied styles of Chardonnay. So obviously the most famous area of Oregon is the Willamette Valley, which you can kind of see in that northern half there, kind of stretching up from the town of Eugene all the way up to Portland. And there are some sub-AVAs to talk about, very important. If you take a look around the town of Salem, and we can zoom in a little bit, boom, there you go. That is the northern Willamette Valley and 6 of its subregions, going around from McMinnville, Yamhill, Carlton, Ribbon Ridge, Chehalem Mountains, Dundee Hills, and the Eola Amity Hills. We'll talk about the differences in 2 of those in a second, and there has been one new AVA just recently posted into the northern Willamette Valley. If anyone wants to tell us what that is, I will give you a star. Leave it in the comments. The first one to put it in the comments gets a star. Okay, so Flaneur Estate. Flaneur Estate is a more recent addition to the Willamette Valley. A gentleman named Marty was in Ohio, sold his business, moved out to Oregon to plant some grapes, and has been making some wine since then. About 14 years. Acquired his own vineyard, so he has a couple of estate vineyards going on in the Willamette Valley. So pretty nice little story. Nice guys, good little small team they have there. Happy to have their wine. So a little bit more about their philosophy. This wine is organic. I kind of failed to mention that over the last couple of days. If people are looking for an organic wine, here you go. This is organic. It's also dry farmed, which means they don't irrigate. That gets a little bit more concentration, makes the vines work a little bit harder, a little bit more naturally, and they're 100% sustainable, which most quality wineries are today. So there's a little bit info about Flaneur. Let's look at the bottle. Boom, there's the label for you, 2015 Cuvée Constantine. All right, so a little bit more information about the wine. 392 cases produced. That's notable. That's not very much wine. It was harvested in September, bottled in May. So obviously went under a little bit of aging. 15% whole cluster. That means they use some stems, which gives the wine a little bit more rusticity, a little bit more tannin. 18 months in 220-liter French oak barrels, 30% of which are new. That's important. Remember, new oak flavors wine. Older oak kind of just conditions it, but new oak gives the flavors of vanilla, baking spice, clove, cinnamon, etc., etc. So it sees 30%, which is a fair amount for Pinot Noir. So this particular Cuvée Constantine 2015 is from 2 vineyards. 75% of it is from the Flannery Vineyard, which is back in that Ribbon Ridge AVA, and this is one of their 2 estate vineyards. It lies at 200 to 350 feet in elevation. Eastern exposure, meaning the hill faces the east, so it gets the sun as soon as it comes up. And this is one of 2 different soil types found in the Willamette Valley. This is Willackenzie soil. This is a sedimentary, kind of sandy, silty mixture of things going on that produce wines with a little bit more floral, a little bit more lifted notes to it. And here they say that it produces wines with dark fruit and unique meaty and savory signature. Okay, now the remainder is from the Ex Novo Vineyard, which is a pretty well-known vineyard in the Willamette Valley. And this is in the southern part of that area we were looking at in the Eola Amity Hills. And this has the other kind of important soil in Oregon. This is called Jory, Jory soil. This is a volcanic ash soil that gives wine tannin. This is a very high sitting at 500 feet elevation. So there's a lot of wind, a lot of cooler nights going on out there. So these grapes are probably much smaller, a little bit darker in color, more tannin, and a little bit more drive. Tech sheet says that it exhibits vivacity and explodes with juicy red fruit. So there you go, 25% ex novo in Eola on Jory volcanic soil, and 75% from the estate Flannery Vineyard in Ribbon Ridge on the Willackenzie soils. All right, thank you for watching. If you have comments or if you have anything else you want me to do a video on, put it in the comments. Also, in the video description, there's some links. Got some links to a couple cool maps, the two that we used in this, as well as the tech sheet and the Flaneur website, which has a lot of information on it, interactive vineyard maps, pretty fun stuff. So check that out. Don't forget to answer the trivia question in the comments. The first person to put the right answer on there will get a star. And Kevin, tell them what to do.
Subscribe, get alerts, and smash the like button underneath.